met a little girl with a messy little face.
Hi Capricorn, welcome to July 2015. July is going to be intense. Your full moon on the 1st has Pluto involved. The Sun is in Cancer, Mars is in Cancer, the Moon is in Capricorn, coupled with Pluto opposing the Sun. And so you may be finding that other people are really pushing your buttons this month and that you just don't have the patience. So be aware that July is going to be an intense month, especially the first 3 weeks, because the Capricorn full moon is very powerful and intense, and then the Cancer new moon on July 15th is also extremely powerful and intense. And there's actually 3 moons this month: Capricorn full moon on the 1st, Cancer new moon on the 15th, and the Aquarius full moon on the 31st. Your job is to ride the wave and to take care of you. Make sure you're getting your needs met. Plenty of rest, eating really well, exercising, getting out, getting the fresh air, so that if other people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you're not joining them. So that you're not joining the bandwagon and, getting pulled into drama. Cancer rules emotions, and Cancer rules the area of your life that has to do with other people, relationships, wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or business partners, your public, people you consult. So it's a very important area of your life, and the moon brings things to a head. The moon brings things to a climax. With Pluto involved, there's going to be power struggles, there's going to be manipulation, hidden agendas, guilt. And now guilt means you're going in the right direction. Whenever you feel guilty about something, that means you're supposed to do it. So if you feel guilty about not calling that person back, don't call them back. If you feel guilty about wanting to play hooky on Friday, don't go to work on Friday. If you feel guilty about not wanting to go to that party, excuse me, don't go. Guilt means you're going in the right direction. It's your soul prompting you as to what is right for you and what is true for you. Pluto is about power and transformation. How you use your power, how you own your power, or how you give your power away. When we let other people push our buttons, we're giving our power away. When we stay in our positive energy, when we stay in our own bubble, so to speak, no matter what anybody else is doing, it won't affect us, because the strong sense of self, the self-care, the selfishness, and I do believe in selfishness, not in a narcissistic sense, because narcissism is where we don't have empathy for others and we just see everybody as an object to fill our ego. Feed my ego! That's narcissism. That's what we see in the world. Selfishness is where you put your soul self first. You put who you really are in the driver's seat. You do what's right for you. And it's the only way you can ascend off the wheel of karma is to be selfish. And when you're selfish, you're doing what's right for you, but you have empathy for others. You feel their pain. You consider them. However, they're not more important than you. Without you, what do we have? So make sure you're finding a constructive outlet if you experience frustration at these moons. This first full moon, because Pluto, you're shadow dancing, We're all shadow dancing with Pluto. And it's in an opposition with the Sun, so it's going to involve other people. It's going to involve, people getting in your way, people, not following through with you, people not taking responsibility for what they're doing, and that can frustrate you too. You say, because you feel like some of your relationships where they want you to play all the parts. They want you to be the mother and the father. They want you to be the husband and the wife. And it's like, wait a minute, yes, I'm strong, yes, I'm capable, but I'm not playing everybody's role. And so you may find that you've had it in July and you're not going to take it anymore. Okay, and that's good, right? So we set those boundaries and we raise our standards. Here's my standard for relationship. And this is what it's all about. Transforming the situations so that you are riding the wave and not being pulled by the undertow of the emotional drama that's about to take place here in July, right? In the Northern Hemisphere, it's the summer months, it's really hot, and people are in the emotional quadrant of, if you want to call it, the cosmic clock of astrology, the Leo, the Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, and people eat a lot of sugar in the summer, and it makes them very yin out of their body, and they become very reactory, right? They're just in reaction mode, reacting, instead of responding or being proactive. And so it's going to be one of those roller coasters of a month, especially these first 3 weeks where it's really intense. Now, there's good stuff going on too. You know, even with this Capricorn full moon on the 1st, Jupiter and Venus are conjunct. And they're together all month. The two of them are a couple. They're so cute. And they're hanging out all month. And they're the benefics. They are the upbeat, positive, feel-good planets. And they bless you. And they bring you opportunity. And for you, it's in the area of your sexuality. It's in the area of other people's money, or other people giving you their money, an insurance payout, a tax payout, a royalty payout, money that's, you know, or even an investment return, or your partner's resources. So it's money paid out to you that's not earned income, which is nice. And so that's going for you, and that's really strong. Your ruling planet has moved back into Scorpio. And, you know, Scorpio does harmonize with you. So that's nice, you know. It will jump back into the Sagittarius in September, but right now it's about, you know, this new moon and then the full moon for you, which is really where the focus is this month. And maybe you do need to do some cleaning house with some friends. That could be it too, right? Because Saturn has moved back into that area. And this Capricorn full moon is very intense in regards to relationships. And then you move to about the middle of the month and you have the Cancer new moon in the area of relationships. And this one is being squared by Uranus. It's not being opposed by Pluto. Pluto's about over 9 degrees. So you really can't say Pluto's on the sun and the moon. However, he is opposing Mars and Mercury at the time of the Cancer new moon, and Uranus is squaring the sun and the moon. So there could be some upheaval going on with family members, partnerships, where you get this rude awakening. Uranus can be so rude when it squares like this or opposes. It's just, because Uranus is just, you know, he's all about liberation and liberation from the status quo. And he's not always gentle about it. He's lightning bolts. And so it's like a lightning bolt can hit you and it's like, whoa, you know, this is what's really going on in the relationship, or this is what's really going on, you know, with this family member. And how come I didn't know? And so, you know, Uranus is the great awakener, and it's the planet of liberation and freedom. And the goal with Uranus is to liberate you so that you're living more authentically and you are demonstrating more of your creative self-expression. You're being who you really are and you're expressing it. That is the goal with Uranus, but it's not always pleasant how he goes about it. Even when he trines, he can be rude. You know, that's a harmonious energy flow. So even when he's in positive energy flow, I've had him in positive energy flow with some of my planets, and it was still rude. It was still like, you've got to be kidding me. These people are doing what? And that's Uranus. So we're all working with these energies, but especially the Capricorns and Cancers, Libras and Aries, you guys are doing the heavy lifting this month. And that's because Pluto and Uranus are so involved in the Capricorn full moon and then the Cancer new moon. And so watch out for power struggles too, because with that Mars opposed Pluto, whew, That is right fighting. I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. Okay, you're right. And so, you know, yes, we want to feel right. However, it's more important to feel good. It takes so much energy to fight. Who's got time for that? Who wants to waste their energy fighting? And so, if you find yourself into any kind of power struggles, battles going on, you know, remind yourself to step back. And this too shall pass, right? It's a moment. It's one moon. It's two moons. You know, it's you know, a couple of weeks. It's not the whole year. It's not all the time. And, you know, if something's being revealed to you that shocks you, you know, it's good to know it. What's that saying? The truth will set you free, but first it may, you know, upset you. That's true. And so you can only play your part. Now Saturn, your ruling planet, is in harmony with the sun and the moon at the Cancer new moon. And Saturn is in the area of your goals, your friendships, and so that's the way out for you, is to stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on what matters to you. Stay focused on what's true for you, and don't get caught up into these drama and right fighting and power struggles and emotional. It's going to be very emotional because we're in the quadrant of Cancer, and Cancer rules feelings, and you know, it's ruled by the moon, which rules the collective conscious. It rules our day-to-day consciousness. And so it's going to be a highly volatile month, an emotional month. There's going to be a lot of revelation in here with this Uranus awakenings going on. And Pluto opposed Mars, that's warfare. Pluto opposed Mars is when we marched into Iraq, right? So it's not a good energy for making peace. And so, again, your job is to take care of you. If you have inner peace, it won't matter what's going on out here. It won't matter whether other people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Only what matters is that you're taking care of you, and you're doing what's right for you. And you're not being distracted by the highs and the lows and the ups and the downs. Now, some of you are experiencing a heavy energy. And what's happening is you are ascending. Earth is ascending. You are ascending. This was prophesized, that the days would be shortened for the elect, and there would come a time where groups would ascend on the hillside. The hillsides all over the place. So many, many people are ascending. And when you're ascending, you are cleaning out the records of past life karma at this time. So if you're feeling a heavy energy, or you are feeling sad, anxious, or worried, or fearful, you're in the past. You're in your past lives. All power is in the now. Now, you don't have to go back to your past lives to figure out who beheaded you, or who you starved with on the farm. These records are coming up for you to release them. So this is about you cleaning out the closets of your mind. With Uranus in the 4th, this is about you cleaning out the basement. Now, what would be a good exercise in July is to do that. Is to clean out your house, clean out the closets, clean out the basement, get organized, throw stuff out, give stuff away. When you do that, you fill your space with light. So what you're doing now is you're processing and you're releasing this record and that record, and at times you can feel really anxious or fearful and you don't know where this energy is coming. It's past life records being purged from you by Creator to fill you with light so you can ascend and get off the wheel of karma. So it's really good what's happening. Even if at times it feels yucky. Even at times it feels awful. Even at times you're scared and you're going, why am I so anxious? It's Thursday. What do I have to be anxious about? Nothing. You see, there's nothing wrong with your present time. What's happening is you're spinning in the past. You may not even be consciously aware of doing it. You just may be sad. You may be anxious. You may be worried, right? Or you're going out into your future. You're what-ifing. What if, what if, what if? Well, you're not there yet. Because you're not there yet, you're not going to have any power there. All power's in the now. The future will take care of itself. Keep cleansing. Keep releasing. It's summer. It's a great time to detox. You can detox on vegetables. And This is a wonderful time to release and let go, as so that God can fill you with light. And that's what's really happening, Capricorn, is you're being filled with light. And this process, can be tiring at times. And so rest, recharge your batteries. The most important thing you can be doing is taking care of you and raising your vibration. How do you raise your vibration? Release the negative energy, release the records, and fill yourself with light. Let the universe fill you with light. And when you fill yourself with light, you feel lighter. And that's the goal, is to feel lighter. You're here to have the abundant life. You're here to have the joyful life. Doesn't matter what Pluto and Uranus are doing. They're not unlucky planets. They will not hold up your success. They will not stop your opportunities. There are many new beginnings for you this June, July, and August. Many new opportunities coming your way. And you want to be fully present so that you can see the opportunity. You don't want to be spinning in what happened in the childhood, or what happened last week, or what happened 10 lifetimes ago. You want to be fully present in your here and now so that you can seize the opportunities as they enter your life. And that's what it's about. So avoid the power struggles. Even if people are pushing your buttons, ask yourself, why does that affect me? Why does what that person does bother me? Why is that bothering me? Oh, that's because in 7th grade, you see, when you really look at it, it isn't really even what's going on with people right now. It goes back to what's happened in the past and how it makes you feel, right? And so you have the tools, and your job is to take good care of you, to love you more than the need for a relationship, to love you more than the need to keep those family members around when they're not really supporting you. Your job is to love you more than the need for fill in the blank, you see? And when you do that, you're filling your cup. You're filling your cup, you're filling yourself with light, you're fully present, and then you're able to seize the opportunities. And that's what it's about. This is a really busy month. There's so much going on. And I could talk for like 3 hours with everything going on. That would be a really long video. That would be a really long podcast. By the 3rd week, the Sun enters Leo, followed by Mercury entering Leo. And now you have Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus in that area of your sexuality and other people's values and your resources that come to you through investments or insurance payout and tax payout and intimacy, deep intimacy. So by the 3rd week on, you're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling more grounded. You're going to start feeling, like, okay, those storms are behind me. And, it's just take your umbrella and ride the wave. Take your surfboard, ride the wave. And you will be successful and triumphant. Pluto is not an unlucky planet. As long as you're living authentically, as long as you're in your integrity, he will empower you to attract opportunity and have more power. Now Venus is going to jump into Virgo on the 18th, but she's going to be back in Leo on the 31st, and she's going to retrograde from July 25th through September 6th. So for you, this is in the area of sexuality, it's in the area of intimacy, deep passion, the deeper mysteries, the labyrinth of your subconscious, your partner's resources, who do you trust? So you're going to be really looking at all of these things. Perhaps you want to restructure your debt. Perhaps you want to refinance your house or your car or something like that. You are rethinking intimacy. You're going to reevaluate who you let close to you, who you let in, who you can rely on, who you trust. And that's important to do. Now Uranus is going to retrograde July 26th through December 25th, and this is good because this is going to give you an opportunity to assimilate and integrate all the amazing growth work you've been doing, Capricorn, since last fall when he went direct in 2014. Now he will retrograde July 26th through December 25th till Christmas, and giving you a time to breathe in regards to you've been doing some very big foundational work, having to do with your personal life, having to do with your family relationships, having to do with where you live, who you live with. And so you've been doing a lot of work around how you build safety and security for yourself. And, now this is a time for you to assimilate all of that massive growth work you've been doing for years. And that's good. It's good when they retrograde to give us a chance. They can't always be moving forward, or we'd be all growing so fast we'd implode. And so it's good when they retrograde. It's good Saturn's taking a break. And Pluto is also retrograde right now, which is good. Now, the Aquarius full moon on the 31st, there's no challenging aspects to it. So it's like by the third week in July and that last week in July, it's a victory. So it's like the universe is rewarding you with good news. For you, this is in the area of your resources, the area of your money. So there could be some sort of payout or pay increase, financial gain, financial reward. So it's like the universe is saying, don't let your buttons get pushed and ride the wave. Keep that smile on. And then we'll reward you by the end of the month. We'll reward you by the third week, by the fourth week, going into August. You'll be feeling better and you'll be able to see the financial gain that you so deserve. I mean, because it's going to be intense. Now, for those of you looking for love, love can happen anytime, anywhere. I'm not seeing so much like this month being, a strong time for that, but I do see like this big thing going on with those of you already coupled in relationship, where it could be a powder keg, and so, be aware of that this is going to be a month where you want to be really present and not reacting to these energies that are going to be stirring, especially at your moon on the 1st and then the Cancer new moon on the 15th. You want to ride the wave. Money looks good. I'm not seeing any challenges to the money. And Jupiter certainly working for you. Venus is working for you. Then the sun and the moon going into that area, and the Aquarius full moon, then the Leo new moon. And so this is a time for you to, get out and if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, really enjoy the summer, or if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you can get out and enjoy the winter. And, find constructive outlets. If you find yourself being frustrated, go out and take a walk, go for a swim, go for a bike ride, go for a hike. Don't talk to humans. They may not make sense to you at the new moon or the full moon, the one on the 15th. By the end of the month, they'll be fun because it's a party moon. It's a celebratory moon. But the other two, you could find that people are they're talking, they're not making any sense. And, if you find like you've had it, that's your cue that you've had it, that you need to take better care of yourself. You need to remove yourself from the situation or other people so that you can keep your calm, keep your peace, keep that inner peace, and ride the wave. And that's the spiritual initiation for you this month. Your spiritual initiation is to not get caught up in the drama, to not get caught up in what other people are saying or doing or not doing, but really staying focused on what you can do, what you're responsible for, and let go of the rest. Health looks good. I'm not seeing any challenges there. As long as you're taking good care of yourself, you're eating really well, exercising, drinking lots of water. Water's a great way to detox, so is vegetables. And by doing that, it's going to keep you strong in your body. When you're strong in your body, you're strong in your mind. When you're strong in your mind, you're strong in your spirit, and you're less reactory to all the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs that's going to be going on here in July. And taking good care of you so that you will be available for the opportunities that are now in your life. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google+ing my podcast, Capricorn. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. You go to my astrology page, you purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to work on relationships, or you want to work on a business strategy, it's very easy. You go to my coaching page, you purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. Or I'd love to see you at my upcoming webinars. And until next time, go with the flow, ride the wave, and you will come out golden.
Wise beyond her years, she took away all my tears, swept away all my fears with her big brown eyes as she sang, hello, it's gonna be okay. Hello, there's plenty of rainbows tonight. Hello, need you to stay the day. Hello, you know it's better than goodbye. Stretching out a little hand, she said to take a stand. Walking through the fields where the daisies don't grow. Would you be so bold?